guys, I'm Everett Perlas, and today we had 5 rounds of Swiss at today's tournament.
Everett?
My matchups was 2 Mondoche players, 1 Geargia player, 1 Ojama player, and 1 Firefist player. 3-0. Alright. I could have gotten top 8 today. It's just that 2 of my matchups I could have won, but like a dummy, I misplayed.
Fail. So fail.
Yep. So, enough of that. Let's go to deck profile.
Alright.
Okay. First off, one of the best cards in the deck, we got Rabbit. And you know what this is used for? This is for Evilswarm's Heliotrope. And here's Heliotrope. This is what you always go into if you use Rabbit. And he's a 1950 beat sticks, so they can't Phoenix Chain this. And people hates that 1950 attack. It's so funny because like if they have like a 1900 defense monster or a 1900 monster, you're like, oh crap.
I had 50
he's a little bigger than me.
Just 50.
I know. That was it. I know. Alright, shut up guys. Alright, next, Caster. He helps out with the rank 4 setups for the summons for Ophion, Exciton, Bahamut, whatever, and the MVP of the monsters. This is Kirkion. I usually top deck with this card a lot, and my friend, he's recording right now. He knows that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not in my head on that one.
Yeah. I love this card. I've loved Evilswarm since I got it. I've always played it. Now.
Me too, but Madoches took my heart away.
Yeah, shut up. You're gonna make them again. And next, 3 Thunderbirds. I had this bumped down at 2 before, but since I changed the build a little, and I bumped it up to 3. I realized its effect is really good in case they try to torrential me, mirror force me, or compulse. So it's really good, and that makes me bump down Mandragora from 3 to 2. Its effect is okay. I mean, like it helps out to, you know, if my opponent has more monsters than me, I can special summon it, but its effect is just okay compared to Thunderbird. And then we got the one-ups right here, the non-Evilswarm monsters. We got Dark Arm Dragon. I managed to get this out on the field once today against Geargias on game 1, and I screwed him over. I was like stalling with the guy for about maybe 7-8 turns when he had Zenmains on the field. I had Ophion, this, and a card that I misplayed using when his monster was in defense, which was 1-1. But yeah, enough said. So the last monster is Thunder King Rao. This is by far always one of the best cards to use in a lot of the decks. And I misplayed a lot with this card. My friends should know. They've witnessed it today.
Yep.
I'll tell you guys about it. Maybe I should tell you about it now. So, okay, like a dummy. I had this on the field, Torrential in the back row. My opponent summoned him on Geargigan X. Like a dummy, I forgot about Thunder King Rao's effect to negate that summon. Instead, I Torrentialed, and that cost me the game. Like a dummy. I'm telling you guys right now, I shut the... Alright, I would have won that game, I'm telling you. Guaranteed, I would have won the game if it wasn't for that torrential I've done. Shut up, guys. Okay.
Moving on.
Now, moving on. Spells. Of course, everyone knows plays this because of the stupid back row of this format. 3 MSTs. 2 Pandemics. Of course. Best card. 2 Lances. So I figured running 2 Pandemics, I run 2 Lances. Allure of Darkness for the consistency, of course. Dark Hole, Rhoda for the caster, and Book of Moon. Now for the traps. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? Okay. Shut up. Okay. Triple Phoenix Chain. I'm thinking of taking out 2 for Breakthrough Skill, maybe changing one of them out for... I don't know.
I think
too many.
I only have 2.
Too many.
Breakthrough?
I think you should keep them because Evilswarm has nothing to worry about with Breakthrough Skill. You get over artifacts with just Ophion. I think you should keep them.
Okay, I'll take your advice on that.
Yep.
Alright, so we got the 2 Mirror Force. So this deck needs some mass removal, not just for Exciton. So 2 Mirror Force is good for the deck. And a card that didn't help me much today. 2/7 tools. So since I don't have wiretaps and I no longer have it, this is what I have right now. I would have put 3, but I think 3 is too cloggy for me. Plus, I don't want to pay 1,000 life points.
Well, if you had
just to
wires,
use it.
different story.
Shut up, Alvin.
Two.
Alright. And then Torrential Tribute combos well with my Pandemic. We got the Warning, Compulse, Bottomless, and last but not least, a Searcher Infection. To get it's mainly to get the Kirkion. Alright, there you go. That's the main deck, guys. Alright, now on to the extra deck. So we got the 3 Ophions. Of course, this is the second best card in the deck, and we got Exciton. I realized I needed 2. I remembered my friend here is supposed to lend me one today, but we both forgot.
I forgot. Sorry.
And this is pretty much the MVP of the deck. It helped me lots throughout all 5 of my matches. And then we got 1 Bahamut, which I never went into. Of course, I had the opportunity to go into it many times today. 1 Thanatos for, I guess, for like maybe Madochis and the Firefist player. But I never go into this against a Madochi player.
That's also good for hands because they can't target you.
Yeah.
No hands.
Okay, we got the 1 Ouroboros. Never go into that. Like a dummy, I misplayed with this. When I went against the Georgia player, he had a Mage Stroke in attack, and he had an Accelerator in defense. So like a dummy, I used Dark Arm's effect to pop Mage Stroke. I summoned this after, and I totally forgot Accelerator was in defense mode.
Yep.
So that's when I stalled for like 8 turns, and we were like stalling, grinding it out.
Double food.
Oh yeah, I know. Alright. Cowboy, I went into this, okay, twice. First time was against my first matchup against the Madochi player that beated me. But, it was during game 1. I beated him with this. Then the next 2 games, yeah, just bad hands, I guess. Abyss Oiler, Black Ship of Corn. Again, against I beat the Bearder player using this. I summoned this with my last monster I summoned, and he tried to finish chaining, and I lanced it. And then he lost. 1 Mage Stroke, Master Key Beetle, and Crazy Box for the Skill Drain players, and 1 normal Exceed monster. In case, can't be Fiendish. Actually, I was going to think about taking this out for the second Exciton, but we forgot, of course.
Gen Pro sucks.
Yeah, I know. Never ever went into it ever since I got it.
Sad.
Okay, side deck. The 2 effect Veilers. Not too many players main this now. I just side it out in case I go up against deck that does effect effect negation, of course, like Firefist, Madochis, all that. Georgias for the armor, Zombie World for Georgias. The 3rd Pandemic. The Prison. I used it once, but I sided out on the Madochi player.
Defissuring or Di-Fi.
Yeah, Di-Fi. System down for the Gearger player. Never drew into it. Mistake and Deck Devi. These 2 helped me against the Ojama player. So what's so funny? I used Deck Devi on the Ojama player, and I used Mistake. I had that on the field. He could not search. Deck Devi. When I resolved that, all his monsters were destroyed, and for 3 of the turns, he had to reveal, and they were all monsters. And I just kept, and I summoned Heliotrope and Thunderbird, and I just went for game. He couldn't do nothing for those 3 turns, and it was so awesome. First game, I had no clue about how to go up against Ojamas, but since I went through the first game and I know how, they were easy, pretty easy. Now that I witnessed it. So 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors for any light monster deck. 1 Macrocosmos, should have sided against a Madochi player. Advantage Emptiness, of course. Everyone uses this.
Alright.
And that is it, guys.
And that is Everett Perlas with his Evilswarm deck for Team Providence. Peace out.
Yep.